Okay everybody, this is the Legacy Voyager class Soundwave complete transformation process video. Just a reminder, this is only the transformation process and the review will be separately uploaded. So what we're going to do first and foremost, and you're going to have to excuse the glare, I'm ever so sorry, is lift the arms up, fold the fists in. They will tuck very simply into the forearms like so. If we draw our attention to the back, hold on to this whole back, so I suppose sort of, it's a bit like a backpack to be honest. You can pull this all the way back and this should open right out there as well. First and foremost, you can then take the head, tuck that down, and then as you close that, if you can see this grey adapter as well, or grey connector, bring it all the way up as well, so it's extended right up like that. Let's draw our attention to the back of the legs, lift up the back and then fold the feet in. So tuck these away neatly, so you can see this is the back of the leg. Lift it, ooh, you do need nails with some of these to be honest. Lift it up, open that out and fold that around, as you can see, exactly like so. Okay, now what we're going to look to do is turn them around. So we've still got this at the back, but you're going to turn your legs so that you've got basically these two tabs here, one there and one there. So the legs, so the knees are facing out and this is just going to click together like so. Then what we're going to look to do is turn these wrists around at the back so you can see the back of the forearms, and then what you're going to look to do is just separate these as well. Now what we're going to do is we're going to turn it around as if it's, I suppose it's the upside down hovercraft now. Turn the arms up like so. Once you've turned them up, then it's a case of opening that where it was at the shoulder joint. You've got a tiny little, I suppose, antenna part there, which is going to lift up as well. So you can lift that up. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to start to open these out as well. These are the back bits there, which you can see. And now what you need to do, this can be quite tricky, is use this to bring it all the way forward and clip this up and over like so. So it's covered completely up where his head was. Now I've an issue with this. I've tried transforming him already and this sometimes pops off, so there is something to be aware of, and just in case it does it to you. What we're going to do now, if we turn our attention to the back, so turn it around, so not where the chest cavity is, open up these, fold these out, and this tiny little bit of translucent plastic here is, I suppose, going to be the front of the ship or the cockpit part, whatever you want to call it. So now what we've got is we've got this like this, so we need to separate this right out. This can be quite tricky, so pull this completely out like so, and then what you're looking at doing is turning it, here it is, this part here, turning it down. Wait a second, so we've got this whole cassette part here, this needs to be turned. Let's move these arms around, down, and there it is, this white part here out of the way. So once you've done that, you can then fold it back over itself and click into position. What we're looking at is this part here now is just going to clip and tab onto them parts there. There we go. These are now going to come underneath and we can spin these around and fold out the, it's sort of like a landing gear to be honest, but it's like, again, more like I suppose a hovercraft. I don't know what it is, maybe like a dry, you know, with the skidoos are they called? It's a bit like the skidoo parts. And then the same for these as well. That's going to stay at the back, tucked away. This needs to tab in. And let's have a look what's popping out. It's this part here. So again, what we're looking at doing is bringing this up and over and securing it onto the top like so. That's it. We've got it now. Sometimes it takes a little bit of getting it into because there's some tabs there, which again, for some reason you can see have not fully clipped in. I find I have quite a few problems with this particular mold, in all honesty, with it not tabbing in. As you can see, it just keeps popping out. Anyway, there are the side parts. These are out. That's it, just extended out a little bit more. Again, I have to be super careful because mine does have a tendency to, as you can see, pop out. But that is the hovercraft. You then attach the bits to the side like this and pop them on there as well. Okay, so transformation process back to robot. So as you saw, I did actually attach these into the side, so let's pull these out. And it's just a case now of carefully, I suppose, untabbing everything. So the first thing that we need to do is just pull and separate away these arms. It's also take away the other blaster that was stored neatly under there. Now, very carefully, just separate this bit, which for me is always a pain to get in anyway, which you probably saw going the opposite way. Carefully untab that, fold these back over onto the legs. What we're going to do now then is turn the orientation of the legs. This is where the front is, you can tell there by the skirt. Turn it to the front, and then of course open the back part out, fold the foot out, tuck away the back part to fit in between the ankle, behind the ankle. Same on this side, fold, oh, it's because I haven't turned the orientation of the leg around. There you go. Fold that out, fold the foot out, tuck this in and down. Right, now what we need to do is bend this back over on itself and sit it down. And we then need to hook the whole back part of this off, because this is going to be a bit like a backpack. So pull it right out and open. Take the head out as well. Oh, awkward with no nails. Let's try to get into, that's better. Use that pretty much cut out there if you can. Then not forget to fold this part in. And as we close this up, what we need to do is cascade this bit down. But before we do that, you can see this is still lifted up. So we need to cascade this grey bit all the way down. But I need this to stay closed. So that's how I'm going to do. I'm going to hold that bit down, fold the grey bit down. This has got a cut out there and a tab on the top of that. So same there, same there. And let's draw our attention to this. So then close the shoulders in, swing the forearms round, fold back the, it's sort of landing gear, like I said, but more like skidoo skis. Fold the fist out, turn it at the forearm. Same for this, turn the orientation round, bring out the forearm, and there is your robot mode.